Okay, go outside there.
Right. Exactly.
David, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Okay, my name's David Mashauer. Been a member at Bellevue since, I guess, 1998. I'm really not sure. It was a long time ago. Came here from a Lutheran background, but my wife was a Southern Baptist. So I came with her, raised my family here. I've got two sons. My oldest son, Todd, has two children, a 10-year-old named Tate and a 6-year-old named Emma Ray. And my youngest son, Blake, is, I guess, 35. And he has a son named JR, who just turned 5. Well, what happened was about a little over 5 years ago, I had a stroke. And it was not a minor stroke, but as I was getting the treatment for the stroke, during that process of looking at everything, they found out that I had colon cancer. And since I had a stroke, I had to get a head MRI to make sure that none of my blood vessels were damaged. And during that MRI, they found out that I had brain cancer. Basically, for 5 years, I've been on different types of chemo, but I've been on it pretty much nonstop for 5 years. I feel good. I have some side effects from the chemo, but I feel great. That's kind of one of the reasons why God was leading me to start this class. Well, because men don't speak about it, and I know men that don't want to talk about it at all, especially with their spouse. What the group is going to be good for is to, one, give the men a place where they can talk and where we're not going to make anybody talk, but make it such a comfort zone that if they say, hey, I'm struggling with something, man, let's talk about it. The time is right at Bellevue that there's an awareness of cancer now. One who has been given much more is demanded. And it's like God was telling me, I want you to go out there and tell people about your cancer experience and what I've done for you. Feel like it's a blessing to me that I got it, and not my wife, and not my kids, and not my grandkids. It was me. And the church has been supportive. My friends here have been supportive. The Thrivers Women's Cancer Group has been supportive. I can't speak to anybody else's, but I can speak to mine. The suffering, this is going to sound really weird, but I don't really have the suffering. I'm in a position where I'm able to serve people. I gave it to God. He's taken it from me, and He's blessed me through this. I'm not questioning that anymore. I've already given it to Him. It's not mine anymore. It's for Him to deal with, and He's dealing with me blessing me in such ways that I would have never, when I first heard that word, cancer, I would have never thought how great my life would be. While you're in the midst of it, it's not all desolation. You can have happy. Don't be afraid to have a happy time. Don't be afraid to go to a party. Don't just dwell on the cancer. Dwell on the living while you're here. And God's promise, you might be cured. And if you're not cured, He may extend your life. And you can continue to have those great experiences that you help point other people to the Lord. So we're actually going through a book, going to go through a book called Trusting God with Cancer. Main thing is going to be growing together, asking questions, praying, wherever the Lord leads on that particular day. Because we may have a new person that just found out they had cancer, and they're coming and they're scared. And they're going to be surrounded by men who have already gone through that. And while I believe in a lesson, I believe in interpersonal relationships more. And if the whole class is focused on helping that one new man feel better about what he's going to be going through, then that's all I can ask.